Welcome to 7 Tips in 7 Days. This is day 4, practicing mindfulness. My name is Candace Whitman, and I am the owner of Wild Moon Counseling. Practice mindfulness. We touched on mindfulness a bit yesterday, and today we're going to dive deeper into how mindfulness can be a powerful tool for healing trauma. As a quick reminder, so far in these 7 tips in 7 days, we've explored what happens when we experience trauma, the power of pausing and breathing, ways to create feelings of safety, and grounding activities to help you navigate those tough emotional flashbacks. Today, let's dive in deeper into a mindfulness practice to help you even more. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and aware. It is about taking time to slow down and just be present in what is, without judgment and without needing to fix or change anything. It's about being curious and just noticing. What does it feel like to just take a few moments to slow down and notice? Go ahead and do that now. Just notice your surroundings for a moment. Okay. Now, there is difference between external and internal mindfulness. External mindfulness is being present with and noticing the details of things outside your body. Who and what is around? What do you see, hear, smell, taste, or touch? What details do you notice when you slow down and really focus? So, right now, for a moment, once again, just take a moment to just notice and notice those things outside of you. And now go ahead and shift your focus internal, where internal mindfulness is being aware of what is happening inside you, like your thoughts, your emotions, and your physical sensations. So, without trying to change it, just just follow your thoughts and your emotions and your physical sensations just for a moment. Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about the basics of mindfulness. You can start really simple and work towards more complex awareness and mindfulness. It doesn't have to be super complicated, especially in the beginning. Start by doing basic things like being still and listening to the noises you automatically tune out. Look at the details on the leaves on the tree outside the window. What shapes do you see? And colors and textures? We get really good at tuning out all of that kind of stuff. Slowing down and focusing on it can be a simple and easy way to start your healing process. Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about meditation as a form of mindfulness. One of my favorite ways to be mindful is through meditation. And I know, it probably sounds pretty cliche. And for some of you, it may sound pretty intimidating, but I promise it doesn't need to be intimidating. It doesn't need to be anything that's complicated or complex or overwhelming. So for me, I particularly enjoy repeating a mantra silently to myself for a specific period of time. A mantra is a short phrase or word that evokes a desired outcome or emotion. I really enjoy using Sanskrit like Satnam, which means true identity. The goal of that would be to get in connection with my true identity. You can use a mantra that helps you feel safe and secure, like, may I feel safe and secure. Or you could use a mantra if you are having a hard time being gentle to yourself, like, may I be kind and gentle to myself. So you would just repeat that to yourself silently. May I be kind and gentle to myself. And you would just do that for a specific amount of time. Set your timer for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever at the beginning, and then just slowly add time as you go. And this is just one of the many ways that you can meditate. You can do things like breath awareness, progressive muscle relaxation, guided imagery. There are so many options to meditation. So if you try one and you don't like it or it doesn't feel quite right to you, try another type of meditation. Your app store can offer many options, such as Calm, Insight Timer, Headspace, or Youper, although there are probably hundreds of options to try. So, again, try some out, and if you don't like it, try another one and see if you can find one that really fits well for you. Now, I want to remind you that it's really important to start slow and practice short meditations before moving on to the longer ones so that you don't get overwhelmed. And just a gentle reminder that it's not about completely silencing your thoughts, but rather learning to be aware and watch your thoughts instead. I think it's really important to take a moment to just remind you to be gentle. The process of learning to meditate can feel really frustrating for people. Slowing down and paying attention to what's happening is the opposite of what you've likely done to survive. Distractions feel safer, so learning to slow down and be present can be uncomfortable at first while you transition. I encourage you to be gentle and kind to yourself in general, but also as you go through this process that likely feels very unnatural to you. Okay, that's it for today's tip on using mindfulness to navigate your life recovering from an unhealthy, abusive, or neglectful childhood. Although we've explored so much already, today is only day 4. We've got 3 more tips to come, including safety net of self care, self attunement, and creating a support system. Thanks so much for tuning in to 7 Tips in 7 Days. Again, my name is Candace Whitman, and I'm the owner of Wild Moon Counseling. If you have any questions, you can send me an email at candace@wildmooncounseling.com. Have a great evening and stay tuned for tomorrow's lesson.